Hey, it's Chris Peel again, writer and co-creator for Half-Ass Publishing's comic book, Some Big Lumberjack. This is going to be part 2 in our 6-part series looking at all the covers for our original run of comic books that we published between 2003 and 2007. This is part 2. We'll be looking at issue number 2, oddly enough, Junkyard Wars. What? Hey, welcome back and thanks for joining me on this retrospective journey looking at the original covers for the 6 issues released between 2003 and 2007. Today, we're looking at issue number 2, the conclusion to Junkyard Wars. So let's bring it up. Here's the cover, done by artist Dan Bale. So this came out in 2003, and at that time, the film Anger Management was a pretty good hit that year. I liked it. I thought it was very funny. And since we had, in the issue, we've got Some Big Lumberjack fighting against Man Baby, you know, who is pictured here with the bonnet on, of course. I mean, who the hell else would that be? I thought it would be funny. Let's spoof that poster, that film poster for Anger Management, which was Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson in the same exact pose here. So I really liked the movie, and it was popular, so I thought it was timely. Let's do it. I love the pacifier flying out of Man Baby's mouth. The original background to this piece was white. So of course, as I said in the previous episodes, I gotta have yellow. Gotta have yellow somewhere on the cover because yellow is one of, if not the most eye-catching colors to the human eye. So put it on my computer, get my little dump bucket, and dump a bunch of yellow in the background. So that's why the background's yellow. And I really like how he did the titles. That was all him. He kind of did the title heading for us. So the Some Big, you know, before was just flat text. He gave it this 3D. As it kind of like it's coming out at you. And then the Lumberjack title, he recolored that. So when I did it, it was just a flat colored brown, just flat brown. Whereas he put highlights and shadows and stuff, and it really makes it jump out. It gives it more of a 3D effect, which I love. I think it looks great. I'm going to step away from the cover just for a minute because I want to talk about something that of note with this issue, because we had a short story in here. So what the E-Men was, it was our spoof of the X-Men. So we took those X-Men characters, then we turned them into different periods of Elvis. So it's like they're genetically engineered, they're like clones of Elvis, and at different points in his career. So for instance, like the Wolverine spoof Elvis is the 70s kind of fat Elvis. The Cyclops Elvis is the 68 comeback special, you know, etc., etc. It kind of goes all along like that. So we worked up this little 5-page story, and we got a different person to do the artwork for us. We had Nick Pitara do the artwork for us. So, and of course, you know, Nick has gone on to do lots of things. You know, he's done some G.I. Joe stuff for IDW. He's done Marvel stuff, you know, covers and interiors. You know, he's really built up a nice career for himself and some good notoriety. Deservingly so. I mean, he was super great guy, super nice guy, very talented. I mean, the artwork he did on the E-Men was just fantastic. Fantastic detail in the backgrounds and everything. So that's the other kind of point I wanted to talk about with this issue that kind of stands out a little bit. And I felt needed to be talked about more than just the cover. But, well, all right, that's going to wrap up this episode. Thanks for going on this journey with me, looking back at the cover for issue number 2. Be sure to join me next time as we look at the cover for issue number 3, done by local DFW artist Cal Slayton. So as always, I'm Chris Peel for Half-Ass Publishing and Some Big Lumberjack. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Bye-bye.